I'm Taylor Orville, and this is a channel update for, let's say, end of December. So, end of December, Christmas is upon us. All right, let's get the channel update started. So, I got a new house, which is all exciting except for the weird neighbor that stares into the window. There's always one, no matter where you go, there's one dude that loves to stare into the window. So, the new house is great. I'm very happy with it, and it brings about internet. Yes, I actually have internet. So as you've probably noticed, we have a stream going again. So we have free live tarot readings in all caps, a bit of a clickbaity title, but sure. I think the stream is a good part of the channel because it allows me to interact with all of you instead of just talking into a camera. Talking into a camera gets old after a while, and I think it's better to interact with all of you and allow you to give me feedback, allow you to talk, and you know, just talk to people. So I think that's good. Software that I'm using for this. I'm using Streamlabs OBS. A lot of people have asked, what software are you using? So this is a standard software used by all the major Twitch streamers, or all the major streamers that are out there use this. So it allows a lot of customization, a lot of bot customization, scripts, etc., etc. I'll make a video showing you how to set that up for YouTube if you're interested. So if you'd like to do streams using the same software, I'll show you how to set it up. Questions. I started out doing ordered questions. So the first person asks a question, I do that reading. The second person asks a question, I do that reading, etc. But I found that people that joined after like 10 minutes, they knew that their question would never be read. So they just left. So I think it's important to have random questions so you can include people that joined late. So you don't just include the same, four questions or what have you. So random questions, I'll switch to that and I'll be sticking with that. I think that's good. I think it's good for the stream. A lot of people have asked, what is your stream schedule? I have no idea. Right now, I'm just sort of getting comfortable with the stream, figuring out how long I want to stream. Is it 30 minutes? Is it an hour? Is it 9 hours? So there will be a stream schedule once I figure out my comfort level, once I get a couple of weeks into it. And I will post that in the stream, so you'll see that in the stream actually somewhere. Are you still doing old questions from emails? I'll still be doing some, but not a lot, because the old format was I would do every day, I would do questions from emails and whatnot. I'll still do a few, but I'm not going to be doing a lot. So if you emailed a question on email, I'll be handling a few of those, but not, I'm not doing them as often as I did. I'm switching to the stream format because I think it's more interactive and I think people enjoy that. So I did mention that we're doing astrology soon. So I will be doing Hori readings, doing basic astrology readings and whatnot. I'll also be taking calls. So you'll be able to join a Discord. I'll set up a Discord and you'll be able to join, and then I'll drop you into a channel and then you can ask questions and we'll do 15-minute readings or whatever on stream, which I think is exciting. So classes, what class do you want to see? What classes would you like to see? I still have Solabusca and playing cards planned. Let me know if you have any classes that you'd like to see. I mean, what do you want to learn, right? So if you want to learn particular stuff, I'm leaning right now towards like deep dives into decks and whatnot. So just grab, for example, Lightseer's Tarot and just do a deep dive, right? Look at the symbology, go into some of the differences in the cards, and just do a deep dive into various decks. I think that would be kind of fun. But what classes would you like to see? I'd love to hear from you, and I'll take requests here for classes. What would you like to see? So we have a bunch of new decks coming. We have the Encore Tarot from Turo Marchetti. That is on the way, should be here Christmas Eve. And I bought the Tiger's Abyss. Zach from the Tiger's Abyss had a lot of cool decks on sale at a very reasonable price. So I bought a few of those and waiting for those to arrive. And when they do, some of these are old decks, some of these are newer decks, etc. But we'll take a look at those and do some symbology, sort of deep dives into some of those. do a tour of those, reviews of those, etc. So thank you, Zach, for selling that stuff and shipping it out to me. Amazon, I ordered 3 from Amazon and I have 2 more on order as well. So these are decks that I need to catch up with. They're sort of newer releases, but I never really picked them up. So I need to catch up with a couple of decks that I've been kind of wanting. So I'm going to get those in and we'll go from there. So what is the status of my deck? My deck being these cards, these painted cards, well, not painted, but these cards that I drew, etc., etc. What's the status of all of this stuff? So this is an old prototype deck that only had 60 cards. So the final deck has 72 cards. And I'm printing 1. And I'm printing 1 with my printer. The printer I chose, I think, is going to be the best one. And then I'm going to look through it. I'm going to parse it and make sure that everything is perfect. And if everything is perfect, including the box art and how it fits in the box, the extra room, etc., etc., the quality, all that stuff, it's good, then I'll just reorder the same deck, but a quantity of 100. So I have 100 on hand. The printer is taking forever. The printer is getting bombed. I don't know why, but they're taking forever. So you could be looking at a month or more for me to get the 100 copies. So that's bad, but you could be looking at a month for me to get the 100 copies. So I guess that's the way it goes. Etsy. I may be selling on Etsy or some of these other aftermarket places so that you can get an early copy of the deck if you would like it, and I may be doing that. So I don't know yet. Let me figure that out and determine exactly how that's going to go as far as Etsy is concerned, or if I'm just going to sell it. You just PayPal me or something like that. I have no idea. The book is taking forever. The book is actually quite detailed. So in the book, I have the card title, the card graphic, and then I have numerology that's associated with the card, and then I have astrology that's associated with the card, and then I have the symbology, in other words, what's on the card. So weathering the storm, we have, type of thing, and then I have the format. In other words, this is canvas with oil paint, etc., etc. So I have all of that stuff, and then I have the actual text of the card. So it's a very beefy book, which is good and bad, right? Good because it's a beefy book, bad because, man, it's taking a long time. So, I mean, it should be coming eventually, but yeah, it's taking a long time. You could be looking at weeks or a month for me to finish this book. I mean, it's literally taken a very, very long time to get out. So that's just the way it goes, but I'd rather you have a quality product. Because, I mean, originally I wanted a bunch more cards. I wanted 70 cards, and you have 30 more cards. But the reality is, I have to actually draw these or paint these. So that takes time. And do I want more cards but a crappier book? I mean, there's only so many hours in the day, right? Would I like a crappier book and more cards, or would I like a fantastic book and fewer cards? So that's the balance that I sort of have to find. And my answer is, I'd rather you have an amazing book. I'd rather you have, because 72 cards, that's plenty of cards. I'd rather you have 72 high quality cards with a great book. And that's going to be a great package, rather than have too many cards, etc. So that's my choice. Working on the book, it does take a while. I mean, I work a lot regularly, so the book is extra. So it's taken a while. Sorry about that. But anyway, what classes would you like to see? I'd love to hear from you and find out exactly what more classes. I do want to do the complete tarot course. I still have more of that. I still have more spreads that I want to do. I still have a lot of things that I want to do. So look for some cool stuff, especially from the stream. I'm always adding features to it. I know the stream schedule is way random at this point, but I like having like a morning, sometimes a morning, because you get people from another country or what have you that are going to be able to enjoy the stream in the morning and at night. So it's inclusive of various time zones if I have different times when I stream. So anyway, stay tuned for the stream schedule. I know it's all over the place. Stay tuned for astrology. Stay tuned for the dial-in show. It's going to be exciting. So the channel, I think, is still on par and still exciting. We have a lot more subs. We have a lot of stuff going on. I think it's an exciting time for the channel. And it's been exciting for a year now, a couple of years now. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. Please hit like and subscribe and leave your feedback on the channel update. See you next time.